Thank you. I yield back my time.
Mr. Kennedy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Turner, I want to be sure I understand your testimony. You think prison labor should be voluntary? Is that the ACLU position? Yes. Okay. And do you think,
I'm sorry, my microphone was off, if I may answer on my own.
Yes, ma'am. Did you answer yes?
My answer is that the majority of incarcerated workers wish to work, but it is vital that that work be truly voluntary and that there is no place for forced labor in the United States. Yes.
Okay. And you think that prisoners who do work are underpaid? Is that the ACLU position?
They are underpaid or unpaid. In your state, many of those workers are unpaid.
Okay. Let's take a maintenance worker, which I assume includes people working in the kitchen. What do you think the starting pay ought to be in my state for a prisoner?
Workers should be paid the minimum wage of the state where they live. And there are true fiscal arguments in favor
minimum
of
wage? Is that
minimum wage, yes.
Do you think prisoners should have a 401k?
I think that, my opinion is not what we're asking about. I'm here to provide information and context for the committee.
Do you think prisoners should be provided with a 401k?
If I may answer, the reality is that if we paid incarcerated workers a minimum wage, it would have net fiscal benefits for the United States.
I'm trying to ask you
workers would be able to
about benefits.
Yes.
Do you think they should be provided with a 401k?
Workers should be eligible to earn into the social safety net. If they're paid minimum wage, workers will be able to earn into Social Security benefits.
Welcome back to Voice of the Capitol. Today we dive into a heated Senate exchange where Senator John Kennedy questions an ACLU representative about one of the most controversial issues in America's prison system: prison labor. Should it be voluntary? Should prisoners be paid minimum wage? And should they have access to benefits like Social Security, workers' compensation, or even unionization rights? Let's break it all down. Senator Kennedy begins by asking the witness whether prison labor should be voluntary. The ACLU's stance is clear. Most incarcerated people want to work, but it must remain truly voluntary. The key argument here is that forced labor has no place in the United States. This sets the stage for a deeper conversation about fairness and human rights within the prison system. The senator then shifts to the question of wages. Many prisoners, according to the ACLU, are either severely underpaid or not paid at all. The proposal: pay incarcerated workers at least the state's minimum wage. Advocates argue this could not only restore dignity, but also provide fiscal benefits to society, as prisoners who earn wages could eventually contribute to the economy upon release. The hearing takes a dramatic turn when Senator Kennedy asks whether prisoners should have access to benefits like a 401k or paid vacation. The ACLU witness pushes back, clarifying that while retirement accounts may be a stretch, incarcerated workers should at least pay into Social Security and be eligible for workers' compensation if injured. After all, many prisoners are hurt or even maimed on the job, often without the protections other American workers receive. Another bold question arises: should prisoners have the right to unionize? The response was firm: yes. Advocates believe organizing could protect incarcerated workers from exploitation. On health care, the witness noted that prisoners are legally guaranteed a baseline level of medical care. However, in practice, that care
be able to earn into Social Security benefits to support themselves. That does not include a 401k, but I'm talking about basic social safety net.
Do you think prisoners should be entitled to paid vacation?
Workers should be entitled to workers' compensation when they're injured or maimed on the job, which happens all too often.
So they should be covered under our workers' comp law?
Yes, absolutely. Workers are working in dangerous conditions. Should prisoners be allowed to unionize? Yes.
You believe that too? Okay.
It's vital that workers
should prisoners be provided with health insurance, matched by their employer?
Workers should be covered by workplace health and safety guarantees. Incarcerated
people. But what about health insurance?
Incarcerated people are already guaranteed a basic standard of health care. That is already guaranteed by U.S. law.
Health insurance.
They're already guaranteed that, even though the medical care they receive is usually substandard, and when they're injured on the job, often receive substandard care. They are already guaranteed by law basic health care protections while incarcerated.
Mr. Wynn,
Rights versus responsibility. Should prison work programs reflect the standards of the outside workforce, or remain separate? The answers could reshape not only prison policy but also the way America defines justice. If you found this breakdown insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And let us know in the comments, should prisoners earn minimum wage for their labor?